Hi, I'm Catherine Goshen, a professional astrologer from the village of Nyack in New York State, and I'm passionate about in-depth astrology and getting to the heart of the matter. In this video, I want to talk about the astrology for December 2021, and we'll see what's in store energetically for each of the 12 sun signs and rising signs. So I can't believe we've made it this far. It's December, the end of the year, and we have a beautiful new moon coming up on December 4th for all of us. It is a solar eclipse, and this is a potent new moon. And one of the reasons is that we are ending a cycle of eclipses which began in May of 2020. So I invite you at this super new moon to truly set your intentions, as well as to try to leave any heavy baggage, emotional baggage, that suitcase that's been weighing you down since May of 2020, leave it at the door. We cannot enter a new paradigm until we can travel light. We are going into an area where we are asked to be lighter in our thoughts, in our feelings. We cannot travel quickly and far if we don't know how to let things go. Memories, the past, things that have really weighed us down in the last couple of years. So use that new moon solar eclipse to open up to something wonderful, something new, and to leave the rest at the door. So let's begin this month's update with Sagittarius, because it's your birthday. So happy birthday, Sagittarius. I wish you a beautiful year ahead. And that new moon is going to be particularly potent for you on the 4th, because you get to set your intentions for the whole year and manifest something beautiful. The early part of December sees this energy around your sign, Sagittarius, which is to do with the urge to purge or to let go of things that no longer serve you, in particular opinions or ideas that have become stale, and you might feel that you are changing so much and have had so much experience in the last few months that there's something you really need to leave behind. Maybe it's an attitude that you have towards your job. Maybe it's a feeling that you have about certain people in your life. Maybe it's something very real, like leaving a situation which is no longer working for you. But whatever the case, the early part of December is focused on leaving things behind, purging, letting it go. And then after around December 14th, there's a real new beginning taking place. You begin to feel energized, you begin to feel clearer, and you begin to know where you want to take action and in which direction you're heading. And that's incredibly important for you, Sagittarius. Picture that arrow that you are shooting. It is the arrow of truth, and you need to be aligned with your purpose before you can go forth and achieve. So use the second part of December to move forward and to enjoy the sudden clarity that comes with the letting go of the past. Capricorn, how are you, dear friends? It looks like December is very much a behind-the-scenes month for you. Your self-worth is high and you are in high demand, and yet you are not really inclined to move forward and put yourself too much into the limelight. And this is going to only intensify after December 19th, when there's a little bit of a pulling back and a decision that you're not quite sure suddenly of where you stand, whether that's in your social circle or at work. The planets suggest that this is a wonderful time to lay low from the 3rd week in December all the way until February, when things will suddenly become clear and you'll start to emerge, and by March things will be on track again. So really a period of taking some time for yourself, feeling good, but not necessarily putting everything out there. You've also got some financial concerns on the back burner because there is so much change going on and things are a little uncertain. That's okay. Sit with it. It's also going to resolve around February or March next year. So I invite you to simply take it easy, continue whatever you're doing at this time, and don't try to rock the boat too much. Things will slowly unfold as the new year gets underway, and all you need to do is continue at the current pace, Capricorn. Aquarius and Aquarius rising, dear friends, it looks as if work or work concerns are very much at the forefront of your mind as December gets underway. You're planting new seeds, you're making changes, whether you're transitioning to a new job or making adjustments in your current job, or simply trying to find a way to move into a new situation when there is so much uncertainty. Romance seems to be taking place behind the scenes, and this is a good thing, Aquarius. It looks as if there's no need to make your relationship public until February or March of next year. Or what I'm possibly seeing is that there is something going on in a permanent partnership which is private and doesn't necessarily need to be shared with friends or loved ones. So whatever's going on, continue to keep it behind the scenes, and it will also resolve by itself in February or March next year and come out into the open. Change simply keeps happening in your life, and this is sometimes not easy for you, Aquarius, because you like to be stable, especially when it comes to your work situation. However, it's all right. It's going to settle down, and it looks as if around mid-December, the 14th, 15th, 16th, all the way until the end of the month, you have a lot of supportive energy coming in from your friendship group. So encourage friends to visit or go and hang out with them. Spend some relaxing time if you have some holidays coming up, and know that everything is going to settle down as 2022 gets underway. Dear Pisces friends and Pisces rising, you're finishing up a big cycle at the end of December, and after December 30th, you're going to have to deal with some of the stuff that you left behind in May of 2021. For better or for worse, there was a lot of action at that time, and you realize that while you couldn't take it with you for the rest of the year, you'll have to come and revisit certain themes, certain events, certain people. So that's for January, and you can make plans to know that whatever you were dealing with in May and June of this year is going to come up for you again in the new year. So while it is a fresh start, you need to be aware of that and plan accordingly. For December, it looks as if there's a deep spiritual processing going on, especially in the early part of the month. You may be traveling a lot, you may be philosophizing, you may be attending some kind of religious event or spiritual conference. Go deep. It's a good time for you to process and to work on yourself. Travel is also favored in the early part of the month, and then for the second part of December, looks like there's a lot of potential activity at work available. So if you do work, and December is often a traditional holiday time near the end of the month, I encourage you to keep something going on the back burner, because there will be energy in that sector of your chart, and it's really good to make use of it while it lasts. So best of luck for December, Pisces. Dear Aries friends and rising, you seem to be able to keep going when everyone around you is falling from exhaustion, and December is no exception. in spite of the very deep processing that's been going on in your life throughout the last couple of months. There's a real emphasis on subconscious and spiritual development, and there may also be some financial adjustments that are going on within your household, especially if you share finances or file your taxes jointly with someone. So there is energy in that house of joint finances. Take care of that. Be aware that there's an opportunity for your partner to bring more money in. So support them if they are attempting to do that. And for you, it looks as if there's also a great purging going on, a letting go of beliefs which no longer serve you, and a re-evaluation of, am I in the right place? Am I with the right people? Am I putting my energies into the areas of my life which serve me well? Or should I rather be making a change? And December sees you coming to some very deep conclusions surrounding these topics. The second part of the month is a little lighter. Travel is favored for you, Aries, so if you can get away for a few days, that would be wonderful. And keep on being positive and using the energy that you are so good at channeling. Taurus and Taurus rising, this really is an interesting time for you. There is so much opportunity for self-growth at this time and really assessing your life and making changes as you see fit. You may be surprised by the intensity of your emotional reactions as November winds to a close. And with December beginning, the year-long tension that you've had between work and the home and self-development, all those big changes that are going on, is suddenly increased by friction in the house of relationships. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of energy there, and you can use it how you will. You can use it to expand and grow your existing relationship, or you can let it lead to a degeneration of energy, for example, arguments and so on. So the choice is yours, Taurus. How do you choose to move forward in this final month of 2021? And are you going to give good energy to any kind of partnerships or to potential partnerships that you may encounter? There's also a very good chance that you could travel this month, Taurus. So if you have the opportunity, I invite you to. As well as armchair travel is also favored because you have a lot of action in that 9th house of philosophy, spirit, religion, and so forth. So have a beautiful December, Taurus, and wishing you all the best for 2022. Gemini and Gemini rising. The early part of the month is focused very much on relationships, as well as on taking care of routine health matters. Avoid pushing yourself too hard in the early part of the month. There's a lot of energy in that sector of your chart that deals with your health. So I invite you to take it easy, take good care of yourself. Don't go on an extreme diet or an extreme exercise routine. Just keep on in a slow and steady way and nourish yourself with good vibes, good food, good feelings. After mid-month, you're going to feel much more focused than in the early part of December. And you may also find yourself having to put yourself out there more than you would like at this time of year. Maybe you have a presentation or you're having to meet people, whether it's in terms of relationship or work, just simply a lot of outgoing activity. And while you usually love this, you're in a slightly more reflective space. But I encourage you to keep putting yourself out there because the second part of the month is very much about that. And you will have the energy, you will receive it as long as you take it easy in the early part of the month. The other thing that's going on for you, Gemini, is that there is a lot of deep processing taking place in the back part of your mind, often through dreams and through the unconscious, where you're coming to terms with past patterns and seeing things very clearly and really being able to let go and move on now. So I encourage you to keep up that good dream work, keep up your journaling, and you're in a very, very exciting phase of your life. Enjoy the last month of the year, Gemini. Cancer and Cancer rising, how are you, friends? So December sees you at the beginning part very much involved with either children or creative projects, something pleasurable that you've been working on. And I invite you to enjoy that. And then the second part of December sees you being in a role where you may have to help others at something and give a little bit of your time to some kind of project. So maybe you can put that on the back burner and see what manifests. Second part of the month is also a great time to take extra care of your health in terms of diet. Don't go overboard with the holidays. Keep to your exercise routine and keep to whatever meditation or mindful practice that you do. You need the serenity. You need it during this time of the holidays where you tend to be giving and helping almost all of the time. So save a little something for yourself, Cancer. The other energy that is promised to you over this period is that there is an intensity in your house of partnerships. So I invite you to be extra mindful, especially after December 19, when Venus begins her retrograde journey in that house. So be watchful of what you say to someone that you love and maybe offer them a little bit of extra support. It's a wonderful time to rekindle your relationship, to recommit to love, and to take the rest of December and even on into January at a slower pace together. Leo friends and Leo rising, what a busy time it's been for you. You've had so many highs and a few lows over the last few months. And you're really coming to the end of December with a sense of gratitude for your life. And a kind of pat on the back at your own resilience, at how you've grown and managed to keep going in spite of tremendous pressures. So well done to you, Leo. The early part of December continues in this strain of hard work but great success. And then there is a wonderful shift around mid-month where you're invited to kick back a little. The energy planet, action planet, moves into your house of pleasures, your house of relaxation. If you have any children, it's there. If you like to go on a vacation, everything is promised that the second part of December would be a great time to take it a little bit easier. If you're a workaholic, try to schedule a week or two during the second part of December as an enforced rest from work. It's very important that you have this time to regroup because there has been so much going on in 2021 for you, Leo. So I invite you to relax and to enjoy the fruits of your table, enjoy your friendships, take some time, and start the new year fresh. Happy 2022, Leo. Virgo and Virgo rising. You have this beautiful new moon solar eclipse on December 4th in the area of the home of your chart, and that energizes new beginnings and endings. And I really invite you to clear out at this time. If you are someone who hoards paperwork and who has a lot of notepads and bills and you collect and put everything in order, get rid of some of that stuff. Clear out your closets and simply clean out your entire home, which may have been neglected over the past few months when you have been so intensely busy. So the emphasis with this eclipse for you is on new beginnings, and we cannot begin until we change and let go of the past. And for you, Virgo, this is very much to do with mindset. You have a certain way and a certain order in which you view the world. And cleaning out your home is a symbolic way to almost clean out your mind and say it's okay to let go of things. It's okay to let go of my habits. I can embrace a new way of being, which is more easygoing and less focused on worry or anxiety. So best of luck with that, Virgo. The other emphasis on your chart is the area of children, creativity, and pleasures. This is going to be very energized in the second part of the month. So a wonderful time to try a new recipe, to make time for yourself to relax, and to also be aware of which area in your life is receiving an excess of your energy, because you may want to pull back a little bit from that area and to bring things more into balance. Libra and Libra rising, how are you, friends? You start the month in a very interesting way, and only you will know how this pertains to your particular life, because this is a very general forecast. But the solar eclipse on December 4th is in your house of communication. And the full moon, which takes place on the 18th, is in your house of higher education. So there's a real emphasis on education, teaching, communication, and you'll have to adapt that to your own life. But there's a calling that you may be stepping out, you may have something to say, or you may need to change the way you're communicating. And there's a lot to be seen here, possibly expanding your horizons in terms of studying something new, higher education. Whatever the case, the early part of the month of December sees you more focused on finances and resources. And then as you move through December, this increasing emphasis on travel, communication, education, and really trying to see things from a different perspective. There's a lot of energy also in your home at this time. It looks like endings and beginnings, and the real potential for you to regenerate and to start a whole new cycle there. Beware of wasting emotion. Excess emotion, especially at home, can be so tiresome and can tire you out. So take the energy that's available in that area of your chart and use it to create something beautiful in the home, or to move that energy and somehow bring it into this new project that I see you busy with, that has something to do with putting your message out there. And Libra, as you know, your ruler is Venus, and she will be going retrograde around December 19. So pay attention that that holiday period is not a good time to spend money. You may regret what you spend, and you may not even enjoy your purchases. So get your shopping done early and take some time out to relax and have a beautiful holiday season, Libra. Scorpio and Scorpio rising. Early December sees you still processing this incredible experience of the eclipse and the changes that have been taking place within you. And you have this early part of the month in order to keep going, remain strong. You've so enjoyed a little bit of flexible time lately. You've had Mars in your sign and you're feeling really good. There'll be a shift towards mid-December where you start to value money, resources, friends differently. There's an opportunity to possibly make money at this time, but also a caution against spending too much money. So I invite you to use the holiday period, mid to late December, to pay attention on what you really value, Scorpio. How can you move forward in your life by getting this balance between spending and being frugal, because you also have that tendency to self-deny and to say, doesn't matter, I can say no to that. So maybe bringing into alignment what you value, and then being able to decide more consciously what you need and what you don't need. And I see this as a theme that has been going on throughout 2021, and December seems like a wonderful time to bring closure to that. The message from the cosmos at this time seems to be to increasingly let go of any dependence that you may have on others, especially for resources or for self-worth, and to build that yourself and to become increasingly independent. So I wish you a wonderful December, Scorpio. Have a beautiful season. And thank you to everyone for all your support of my channel. I invite you to like and subscribe and to post your comments. I really enjoy them, each and every one of them I read. And wishing you well over this beautiful festival season of lights. May the light be in your heart. May you radiate that light out so that others receive only good things from you. Bear in mind that whatever you put out there will always return to you, because that is the law of the cosmos, the law of cause and effect. And if any of you are serious about studying astrology, I invite you to sign up for my year-long course. It begins September 2022. It's the equivalent of a first-year college year course, so you need to be serious to undertake it. I'll post the link below. Wishing you well, and I will see you next time.